Hey guys, in this video we're going to learn how to factor a basic trinomial. So the coefficient of our x squared term is going to be 1. So if you look at our example, we have the quadratic of x squared minus 10x plus 25. And when you're factoring a trinomial, it's basically you're dividing out anything that's in common. So it's reverse of multiplication. Okay? So then you're trying to think about the two binomials that you'd have to multiply together to get the x squared minus 10x plus 25. And this is pretty procedural, so let's take a look. So you always want to check for the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor between x squared minus 10x plus 25, it looks like it's 1. So since the greatest common factor is 1, we're going to make a diamond to help with our organization. Now in the bottom part of the diamond is going to be your a term, which is 1, times your c term, which is 25. Now the top of the diamond is going to be your b term, negative 10. So now what you have to think about is what two numbers can you place in these two remaining diamonds that would multiply together to get a positive 25 and add together to get a negative 10. That's right, we have negative 5 times negative 5 would give you 25. Negative 5 plus negative 5 would give you negative 10. Now these two numbers and these two remaining diamonds is going to help us because we're going to use factor by grouping to replace our negative 10x with a negative 5x and a negative 5x. So I'm going to rewrite the quadratic as x squared minus 5x plus 25. And so then I have two groups. I have the first group, x squared minus 5x, and my second group as negative 5x plus 25. Now in each group we're going to ask ourselves what's the greatest common factor between, in the first group, x squared and negative 5x. Well, it looks like they both can be divided by an x, so I'm going to factor out an x, and what's remaining is an x minus 5. Now in my second group I have a negative 5x plus 25, and what do they both have in common? They both have a 5, but since this leading term in the second group is a negative, we're also going to factor out the negative from both a negative 5x and a positive 25. So when we do that, we have negative 5, and then what's left over is a positive x minus 5. When we divided 25 by negative 5, we get a negative 5. So now we have one more set of groupings. We have a x times x minus 5, and then negative 5 times x minus 5. And you ask yourself the same question, except you're looking at both groups simultaneously. What do both groups have in common? It looks like they both have the binomial factor of x minus 5 and x minus 5. So you're going to factor out the x minus 5 from both terms, and what you're left is a x minus 5. And this is what we call completely factored. And we'd be done.